Hello, everyone. I'm Maria Hall Brown, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Community members deciding how to spend part of a public budget? That's the essence of LA's repair program, led by the Civil Rights Department, which awards $8.5 million across 9 designated repair zones. The first $3 billion was announced for winning proposals from grassroots projects in 3 city areas.
Today we are at Watts Empowerment Center in Council District 15, also known as the 1-5, to celebrate the announcement of 3 areas where we have resources going for our repair program, serving some of the communities that have been wronged for so long.
Many months ago, we announced this program and we invited people to participate. We said we had set aside money and we asked them to vote on those issues that would address issues within their community. And today, we announced winners. And I was so honored that we were here at the Watts Empowerment Center, one of the winners of that deliberation process that the public engaged in. And we were also announcing that we're going to be moving on to the next area, which happens also to be in the 1-5. We're going to be down in the Harbor Gateway, Wilmington, and Harbor City.
These are communities where the COVID-19 mortality rates skyrocketed. These are the communities that deal with food deserts, environmental hazards, and everything else that could go wrong. And we, as the City of Los Angeles, along with the support of our mayor and our city council, have said no more. We are going to stand up and we're going to start to help the people that are helping the people.
So I'm here representing the Charles Drew University Kedron Street Medicine Program. We were one of the recipients of the LA Repair Grant for the Southeast LA Repair Zone. And so I help co-direct our street medicine program, and we go out into the community and we provide free primary health care services to medically underserved populations. We are just ecstatic that the City Council had the forethought to say that we want to set aside this money for these nonprofits who the community will select. So, yeah, it's going to have a significant impact.
So Proyecto Pastoral is a nonprofit organization in the community of Boyle Heights, and the grant that we were awarded will help us provide rental assistance for residents. And so in the budget right now, we are planning to serve about 100 families. And we're very humbled and proud to have been selected by our community to be able to disperse this money that I think will have a great impact in keeping people housed.
We want to be intentional as a city to say we see you, we support you, and as you lift others, we will lift you as well. So today is a good day.
Oh, you're so cute.
Community members in the next 6 repair areas have until September 17th to share their ideas at repair.lacity.gov. To help make sure everyone has access to green spaces, Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez cut the ribbon on the newly renovated Glenhurst Park in Council District 13. The upgrades to the park will benefit over 4,000 local families.
Well, we're gathered here today because a ribbon cutting that we recently renovated the children's play area. So as you can see, they have a new equipment and some benches, and they added additional hardscape.
This was a many months process, but I was very happy that coming into office, I was able to inaugurate it and bring community together and celebrate this park.
It's very important for us. There aren't a lot of green spaces in our neighborhood, and we love having a place where the kids can run. It's gated, so it's nice and safe, and we love having that. But more importantly, it's just great to have an updated playground the kids can move around on and, you know, experience that gross development. And so we're really excited to have it here.
You know, we have over 30 parks in the district. We look at, does it need to be revitalized? And this was identified as one of the priorities for District 13. And especially in this area where we know it's going to benefit over 4,000 families that live within a quarter mile of the park. So it met all the criteria that we need to look at.
I love that our council people are as involved in the neighborhood as they possibly can be, and we look forward to many more partnerships with them.
We were very lucky to work in collaboration with Atwater Neighborhood Council. And, those folks are volunteers and they are the voices, the most grassroots level of government. And so if folks see a park that needs to be revitalized or maybe there's lack of green space, please reach out to our office. We're always on the lookout to see how we can make the district much more livable and enjoyable for the families.
Watts Rising, the housing authority of the city of LA, as well as senators, council members, and community organizations came together to celebrate a $7 million investment in Watts. Funding from federal infrastructure programs will improve the Wilmington Avenue corridor, making the neighborhood safer for everyone.
Well, we're excited about being here, along with the Assistant Secretary Christopher Coe, who's from the U.S. Department of Transportation. We've been awarded a $7 million grant that's come out of President Biden's infrastructure programs, and all of that is coming into Watts, and in particular here in the Watts Crescent area around Watts Towers. Much of the money is going to go to completely redesign and restore the Rainbow Bridge. Money's going into walkways, bikeways, tree plantings, things such as that focused on Wilmington Avenue.
Councilmember is a strong supporter of Watts Rising. Watts Rising is a collaborative headed by HACLA that involves many nonprofit organizations in the community to come together and to work together to apply for grants and potential funding from government sources.
Not only will it make this community more aesthetically pleasing, but also safe. And that's what the priority is, making greater access in a community that has such a rich and historic history here in Los Angeles.
This project seeks to improve the safety, the quality of life, to get more people, and particularly children, to have easy access to education, whether it's through walking, biking, or rolling around in the community that they are proud of.
This is a great example of the money actually trickling down all the way to the grassroots so that we feel it here on the ground. It's not just going to large corporations or whatever. It's actually going to the community and going to improve things on our streets and in our area.
Getting ready for the return of school can be hectic. To help out, South Central Family Health Center hosted a Family Health Day at the Augustus Hawkins Nature Park. The resource fair promoted community health screenings and gave away backpacks for the return to school.
We're actually here at South Central Family Health Center's Family Health Day, where we brought together more than 28 community-based organizations, government organizations, and faith-based institutions to really celebrate wellness as we go back to school.
There's plenty of booths, plenty of giveaways, and for children who are going back to school, there's some nice backpacks and pencils and so forth, crayons. So a lot of giveaways, and it's a beautiful sunny day.
It's an exciting day to bring families and kids together to talk about health and wellness. The South Central Family Health Center is really sponsoring this event today, making sure that families know of the resources that are available, that they have access to.
These events are extremely necessary because most of the members who live in CD9 and in certain areas of the Los Angeles city really don't have a lot of access to resources. But there's an amazing number of organizations that are providing these resources.
For the non-English speaking people, I think this is great. We have a lot of, all people, the members in the booths are bilingual, and this is a fun day. This is just a wonderful thing that they're reaching out to us for this way.
Did you know that if you live in Los Angeles, own a property, and pay sewer service fees, you could qualify for a rebate when it comes to repairing your sewer lateral? LA Sanitation and Environment has 2 rebates available on a first-come, first-served basis. Let's learn more.
The Sewer Repair Financial Assistance Program, in short, the Sewer Lateral Rebate Program, is a program that we are offering to city residents to video inspect their sewer laterals on their private property, and we're also offering rebate to provide lateral repair to the private laterals on their property as well. The program works by applying for a rebate. We have a website, www.lacitysan.org/SL rebates, where homeowners could apply for either rebate. First rebate is to video inspect your sewer lateral on your private property. We offer up to $300 for that rebate. The second rebate we're offering is for lateral repair on your private property, and we offer up to $1,000. There are several documents that you would have to submit to become eligible, but essentially the program is available for all ratepayers in the city of Los Angeles. Each property owner could receive a maximum of $1,300 for these rebates if they apply for both. In addition to private property owners, this program is also available to property owners within the city of Los Angeles that own multifamily, industrial, and commercial properties within the city of LA. So as long as you're a ratepayer in the city and you pay sewer service fees, residential, multifamily, commercial, and industrial property owners are all eligible for this rebate.
For more information on the sewer lateral repair rebates, check out lacitysan.org/SL rebates. A special meeting was held to hear presentations from local government reform experts. LA DOT and Metro report on the Mobility Wallet program in South Los Angeles. Bridgefest 2023 celebrates the first anniversary of the reopened 6th Street Viaduct. These stories up next on CityBeat. The Ad Hoc Committee on City Governance Reform held a special meeting on August 10th to hear presentations from government reform experts. The committee, chaired by Council President Paul Krikorian, has met over the last 6 months throughout LA to discuss redistricting reform. Presentations were given at LA City Hall by experts and advocates in the field, including Common Cause, Our LA, and the LA Governance Reform Project. Krikorian announced the Ad Hoc Committee in November 2022, which focuses on implementing reforms that will increase transparency and reduce corruption. For more information on city governance reform, visit lacity.gov/government. LA Department of Transportation and Metro have provided a first status update on the Mobility Wallet program in South Los Angeles. Participants in Mobility Wallet receive $150 per month for a year to use on any transportation, such as transit, rideshare, taxis, bike share, or micro-mobility. Phase 1 began in May and saw over 1,000 debit cards distributed. As of July 18th, 9,485 transactions have been completed, according to Metro. LADOT and Metro are looking to expand the 2-year pilot program, announcing that Phase 2 will launch in winter of 2023. Mobility Wallet is one component of LADOT's larger Universal Basic Mobility program, which aims to improve equity and access to transportation. For more information, visit ladot.lacity.org/UBM. Bridgefest LA, a 3-day celebration of Boyle Heights' 6th Street Viaduct, marked the first anniversary of the iconic site's reopening. With the bridge closed to traffic, Angelinos were able to enjoy family-friendly fun and games, a marketplace, picnic areas, and food trucks. Events included a vintage lowrider car show and musical performances from Ozomatli and the Neighborhood Orchestra, with guest yours. The event also featured a groundbreaking for the new 12-acre park, arts, river, and connectivity project under the bridge, which expects to open in 2026. For more information on the 6th Street Viaduct and Park project, visit engineering.lacity.gov. A renewed spirit marks this year's Nisei Week, a celebration of Japanese culture in Los Angeles. It's a showcase of fun, food, and tradition. LA This Week went to the parade in Little Tokyo to say konnichiwa.
I'm visiting from Rancho Cucamonga here to see the wonderful Nisei Week parade. It's my first time coming here, but I'm so excited to be here along with my dog Moxie.
The Nisei Week Festival began in 1934. It was a gathering of the businesses and community outreach people to draw the larger community into Little Tokyo, to help promote things that are going on down here and just welcome more visitors. And over the years, it grew and grew and grew. and it's a huge institution now. As you can see, it draws thousands of people every year.
Oh, this is a wonderful event for us, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah. So far, it's been wonderful.
This is my first Nisei Week celebration. We're here because my granddaughter is a Hawaii cherry blossom queen. So she's going to come by in a float, and we're all going to be waving at her. Hi, Sammy.
I know it's a very traditional parade that has been long going, and it celebrates the culture of the Japanese here that have lived a long time here in Los Angeles.
Coming back, after the pandemic and everything, I think there's a renewed spirit of community gathering, so it's really good for us.
Otsukare, and good luck to everybody here on this wonderful day.
This is why I'm proud to be Japanese. Japanese cars are the best.
St. Baldricks is an annual tradition where LAPD and LAFD join ranks to raise funds for children with cancer by shaving their heads. Once again, Councilmember John Lee hosted the event in Council District 12.
This is a 2023 LAFD St. Baldricks fundraiser to raise money to fight childhood cancer. This is our 21st year of the event. We join the community and we shave our heads in solidarity and just raise money to try and get rid of this terrible disease.
Every 2 minutes, a child worldwide is diagnosed with cancer. So knowing that, it's our ability to step up as a community and first responders to raise funds to make sure that we can research childhood cancer, and we want to stop that out as much as we can so these kids can live a long and happy and healthy life.
This year alone, we've raised $19 million. We want to beat last year's amount of $20 million, and we're going to do it today because this is another example of why this community that I represent is so great, because they always come out to help each other.
Today is a great day for LAPD and LAFD to come out here to the Porter Ranch area, the San Fernando Valley, and really raise awareness for childhood cancer, to raise funds for childhood cancer, and to show our communities that we stand with them.
We have a lot of public entities here. We have a blood drive. We have our recruitment here to look for future firefighters and police officers. And we also have local businesses like the HACLA is here, the Cancer Support Group, Firefighters First Credit Union. They're all here just to help us support this important cause.
Whether it's $1, $5, $10, $100, every little bit helps us reach our goals to help fight cancer, and kids with cancer especially. So just thank you very much in advance, and hope next year you'll join us out here in Porter Ranch.
El Pueblo, known as the birthplace of Los Angeles, hosted a museum day, which was organized by the interns. Interns from La Plaza de Cultura y Artes, the Chinese American Museum, the Museum of Social Justice, and El Pueblo collaborated on the event, which brought families out to have fun while learning more about LA's history.
You are currently in the beautiful El Pueblo Historical Monument, and we like to say that this is where Los Angeles was born. It's a place of respect, a place of history, and also a place of diversity. And many people doesn't know that this was the original Chinatown.
We're here to have Museum Day, which was put together in collaboration with the interns from El Pueblo, La Plaza, the Chinese American Museum, as well as the Museum of Social Justice.
We've been working all summer to organize this little arts and crafts activity free for the public, for kids in the area to learn more about each organization.
We kind of just wanted to have an event that would bring kids and young families to understand the cultural legacy here. But it's been a really fun process to kind of explore the different museums and learn about our neighboring museums, and it's been really fun to work with other interns to plan something and really see it come to life today.
All of the interns were all part of a Getty internship, and we all decided we wanted to do this for one day. It's the first ever time this El Pueblo has ever done this before, and we wanted it to just be be a great opportunity for everyone to come and see and learn about the museums.
This was their project. How are they going to bring people together and especially bring youth together so that our telling of our history and our stories can continue to be passed on?
They should follow all of our organization's Instagrams and check out our websites, El Pueblo LA Instagrams, and that's where all of our updates and different events throughout the year are going to be posted.
I think it's very good because a lot of us, even though we've been here, we lived here forever, sometimes we don't know what's around us.
This is a very, very beautiful place, and everybody should come here and see this with us.
The Dodgers Foundation brought all-star catcher Will Smith out of the ballpark and into the Felipe de Nieve branch of LA's public library to read to young Angelinos. It's safe to say that when it comes to encouraging reading, Smith hit a home run.
So today we're here at Felipe de Nieve Library in downtown Los Angeles, together partnering with the library and the Library Foundation to host one of our LA Reads story times. LA Reads is our initiative to get kids really building a lifelong love of reading and exciting kids around readings. And part of that series every single season for us is actually doing story times at local libraries, recreation centers, schools, you name it. So today we've welcomed a number of kids here for a summer story time featuring our Dodger all-star catcher, Will Smith.
Who likes reading? Raise your hand. Yeah? A nice children's book, just stress the importance of reading at a young age, and just enjoying it. And they're lighting up, seeing a player from the Dodgers come in. That made my day as well. So just a special day, and a special way to kind of get back in the community.
I think it is really great for the kids to be able to bring a lot of these community faces to these communities, especially like Westlake, where the kids need that, and especially being right next to the park. So I think that's why this partnership is so important, because ultimately our goal was to get kids to continue reading for the summer when they're not in school.
I remember as a kid, you go to the library, you read books. I never had the experience of a professional athlete or somebody reading to me. I've seen them just tune into a book. It's as simple as that.
I think that it definitely shows the importance of literature in all aspects, right? I mean, it's so easy to see that the players are out there and they're being active and they're doing all these things, but it also brings back the importance of literature and importance of literacy.
Our mission at the Dodgers Foundation is really to tackle LA's most pressing problems, but access and opportunity is so important. And so for me today, I have a smile on my face because I feel like we are bringing awareness to reading. We're providing a free book about equality, which is a book actually written by Dodger owner and tennis legend Billie Jean King. It's just special to me that this access and opportunity is something that we're able to provide. It's really a blessing to be carrying this name of, the Dodger brand.
LAPL blue, Dodger blue, so it's like we're finally all here together,
California State Treasurer Fiona Ma is the banker for the Golden State. I sat down with her and learned more about her work and the funding that drives our economy. I am delighted to be joined today by the California State Treasurer, Fiona Ma. What is the State Treasurer's Office responsible for?
So I'm the banker. All the money comes into my office. I also invest the state's short-term portfolio, as well as the short-term investments for about 2,300 local government units. And I also sell all the bonds for the state of California, the UC and the CSU system. So that's like the banking side. Then over the years, I don't know if you remember Speaker Jess Unruh, when he became treasurer, he said, oh my God, we're sitting on so much money, we should be doing more. So now I fund and finance affordable housing, public transportation, schools, green energy, garbage and recycling, advanced manufacturing. I oversee 4 savings programs, and that's just within the Treasurer's Office.
And actually, when you were elected state treasurer, you made history for a few reasons. First of all, you mentioned one of those very up front. You're a CPA by trade. You were the first woman of color in that position. And you actually won by a huge amount of the vote.
I think the voters appreciate that I do have a accounting and finance background. But because of everything I've been doing, I know where the pots of money are.
Right.
I know who to call to get things done. I came from the private sector and now in the public sector, so focused on streamlining and making things easier for the constituents. And I go around the state. I love to travel. I go everywhere and post everything that's amazing about this state.
What have you found to be the thing that people don't really know as well as they should about what the California State Treasurer's Office can and cannot do?
Yeah, so we offer a lot of resources through my office, whether it's small business loans. We rolled out a lot of grants during the pandemic. We issue bonds. And so a lot of people don't know that if you need money, maybe come to my office and we can help you, guide you, steer you, advise you, right? And so that is what I've been doing.
All right, so if someone wants to find out about the Treasurer's Office and find out what you're doing and find out how they can access some of these programs that you have so generously shared with us today, what's the best way for people to find out?
Yep, my website is www.treasurer.ca.gov. Everything is on my website.
Well, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. This has been really, really wonderful. Thank you, and come back.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria.
In this week's Things to Do, Leimert Park Jazz Festival is at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. The Pope's astronomer visits LA's Central Library. Open house at Cabrillo Marine Aquarium. All this up next on Things to Do. Jazz lovers, this one's for you. The 4th annual Leimert Park Jazz Festival is where you can enjoy jazz bands and artists at the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. Join fellow jazz enthusiasts at this free festival, which will feature live performances by 4-time Grammy winner Stanley Clarke, Carmen Lundy, Pancho Sanchez, and many more. Check out the Kid Zone, Marketplace, and Food Court at this community-focused event. Leimert Park Jazz Festival takes place on the rooftop parking deck of Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall on Saturday, August 26th from 12:30 to 9 p.m. For more details, go to LeimertParkJazzFestival.com. The LA Public Library presents the inaugural Amelia Earhart Lecture on Adventure and Exploration. This talk is presented by the Pope's astronomer, Brother Guy Consolmagno of the Vatican Observatory. The lecture will examine why stories are fundamental to the understanding of both science and religion. Learn how the way we tell our stories influences how we think about big ideas. Astronomy and Faith with Brother Consolmagno takes place on Sunday, August 27th at 1:30 p.m. at LA Public Library's Mark Taper Auditorium. Space is limited, so registration is encouraged. Log on to lapl.org/events for more information. Join the Cabrillo Marine Aquarium educators to learn about the Salinas de San Pedro wetlands habitat at Cabrillo Beach. You'll be given binoculars and microscopes to observe live animals in their natural habitat. Visitors can view the birds of the marsh, learn about native plants, and observe the changes in the tides. The Salt Marsh Open House is free and open to all ages. Be there Sunday, August 27th at 11 a.m. See more on CabrilloMarineAquarium.org. And that's a look at some things to do. From all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. You can catch us online anytime at lacitybview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.